So moving on to the next question, guys. Um, it is given that minus x mod x is greater than 0, and we have to determine the relationship between root of x minus 5 square and 5 minus x, right? Okay, one thing which I would like to, before proceeding on to the question, is that um, root of x square, right? The value of this is mod x. Root of x square, the answer of this is mod x. Okay, so this is one thing which you should particularly remember. Okay, I hope this is clear. Okay, now moving on. So now in the question, firstly it's given that minus x mod x is greater than 0, right? We know that mod x is always positive, right? The value of mod x is always positive. So this part is always positive, right? Now, if the entire thing is greater than 0, then we know that either both terms should be positive or both terms should be negative. Only in that case, the entire thing can be positive, right? But we also know that this is positive, so it automatically means that this term will also need to be positive. That is the only case that can happen. So we can say that minus x should be positive or greater than 0, right? Now, let's multiply minus 1 over here. So this becomes x. As we have talked before, if we multiply by a negative sign, the signs get changed. So x is less than 0. So this is one thing which we have derived from here, that x is less than 0, right? Okay, perfect. Now, coming on to this part, we have to determine the relationship between this and this, right? So this is basically root of x square, right? Root of x square is mod x. So root of this square will be x minus 5. So this term basically means mod of x minus 5, right? And this is 5 minus x. So we have to basically compare this and this. I hope this should be clear. Root of x square is mod x. So root of this is this. So basically you can consider this as x. So root of x square is x. So this is this. I hope this is clear. So we have to compare this and this, right? Also, I've told you this before, that mod of x is, I'll just write it a little big. Mod of x is equals to x if x is greater than 0, and mod of x is equals to minus x if x is less than 0, right? So now over here, we had, from here we can see that x is less than 0, right? So what will be the value of x minus 5? So let's see x minus 5. If x is less than 0, so x minus 5 will be less than minus 5, right? I hope this is clear. We had determined that x is less than 0, so that means x minus 5 will be less than minus 5, right? Which means negative, right? X minus 5 is less than minus 5, minus 6, minus 5.5, minus 5.1, minus 100, whatever. That means negative. So now, if we know that if x is negative, then the answer is minus x. So that means if this is negative, so the answer will be minus of x minus 5, right? Consider this as x, right? So mod of x is minus x if x is less than 0. And since we know that x is less than 0, the answer will be minus x. Since we know this is negative, so the answer will be minus x, which means minus of this part, which is this, which means it is 5 minus x, right? And over here, we also had 5 minus x. So both terms are equal, right? So your answer becomes C. I hope this is clear.